Simon says subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.
Welcome to the Getting Started with Pipedrive 2024 full tutorial. It's so great to have you here with us. My name is Rob Armbruster. I'll be your instructor for this tutorial. I'm a CRM software specialist and just have a passion for helping individuals and organizations develop their processes so they can achieve their goals that they're looking for. Pipedrive is a sales process software that helps you optimize all your different processes in your sales team to be able to be successful in the long run. This tutorial will show you how to create all these different ingredients that make your sales process better. Starting with lead generation. So it's going to show you how to find and generate new leads to add to your pipeline, as well as the basics of pipeline creation. So you'll be able to import all the pertinent information that you already have into Pipedrive. Then I'll show you how to integrate apps within your Pipedrive account that takes the scale of what you're able to do to a new level. This tutorial will also teach you how to manage your relationships with customers well as transparent reporting for you and your whole team. Pipedrive is just amazing at generating pertinent reports that help you and your team recognize where we're at and also be able to make steps to take yourselves to the next level in your sales processes. I know that you're going to get a lot of value out of this, so I'm excited for you to take this tutorial, and let's hop in and begin. In this lesson, I'll be showing you the advantages of the Pipedrive CRM system. So the first advantage that is very clear from the moment that you log in is its specialization with sales. It has an amazing pipeline setup that navigates your customers through the sales process in an excellent way, similar to the Salesforce CRM. And that takes me to my next advantage, which is ease of use. So they really focus on giving you all the tools that you would need as a salesman to create and manage your own pipeline. And this is different from different competitors that are more complicated to set up and import and get everything in the right place. They really focus on making your sales processes focused and easy to use. Pipedrive has an incredibly good looking user interface, and this is a great advantage because I just really enjoy using a user interface that has a lot of intentionality and thought that's been put into it from the Pipedrive team that's created it. And lastly, reporting and automations are a definite advantage to Pipedrive. Being able to have custom reports that are good looking and tailored to your industry is such a key for taking you to the next level. Pipedrive does that very well as automations. Automations take everyday tasks, as you can see here in the slide, and create simple automations to do the work automatically. You don't have to be a programmer or a professional computer person to take advantage of these automations. They do a great job of breaking them down, giving you suggestions, and making it easy for you to create them yourself. These are the advantages to the system. It's an amazing system that engages your customers, builds relationships, but does it in a way that you're not pulling your hair out as you're using this tool, which is awesome. In this lesson, I'll be showing you how to sign up for Pipedrive, and it's very easy, very simple. And you actually can start out with a 14-day free trial. So that's what we're going to do. We don't need to pay anything for the first 14 days, and we can just simply go ahead and start. And then after 14 days, I will then be prompted to choose one of the paid plans after that. But we don't have to worry about that yet. So I'm going to enter my email address right here. You can click this checkbox that gets you helpful tips and exclusive offers via email. I definitely want to do that. And then you can either choose to share your data with third parties for more relevant marketing campaigns or not. I'm going to not choose that and then click sign up. Okay, so now I have my email address and I'll put in my name right here and then choose a password that's at least 8 characters long. Then I will put my phone number in this bottom box right here. Now it's going to ask me a few questions about myself. What title of job I have. I'm going to put sales representative. Then it will ask, what is your experience with sales tools? For me, I'll put that I've used CRM for my sales activities in the past. And then it's going to ask, what do you want to do first? And for that, I'll put manage relationships better. There's not really any wrong answers for this. So just answer as truthfully as you like. And Pipedrive's going to customize the system to fit you best. Then I'll put my company name here and put how big my company is. And for this, I'll just put 2 to 5. And then in the industry section, it's going to have a number of different industries. The majority of them are probably going to land within wholesale and retail. So that's what I'll select for my made up shoe company that I'm starting this for. And I'm just a singular user at this point. So I'm just going to put 1 and then select create account. Okay, it created my account. Now I click get started. It shows me a little preview of what I'm going to teach you next. So you can go ahead and click through the basic getting started previews. So now I have my contacts. I have deals in the pipeline. In upcoming lessons, I'll show you how to optimize this and set this up even better. But that is the basics of getting started. Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to sync your email to your Pipedrive account. This is really important because it allows your email address to talk to all the different relationships that you have housed in Pipedrive and automatically connects emails sent to customers to retell the story of engagement with that customer. You go to the email sync button within Pipedrive, and then you click connect email account. I'll go ahead and connect our email address that we're using here as an example and click continue. Now it takes me to this page where it says, do you want to give Pipedrive access to your Google account? I'll click yes for my Jeff Smith Google account and continue. It says Pipedrive wants to access the account, saying that we want access to these 6 different services in case you want to use them from Pipedrive. I'll click yes and continue. And now it's set up my email sync. So now my email sync is active. I'll tell you a little bit about these settings to be able to customize it for what you would like. I can choose a default email account. For this case, it will be Shoelicious Styles. I can also set my email tracking to on if I want to know when people are opening emails that I send from the Pipedrive system. I can also set my default email sharing. So what this does is I can either have my interactions with customers be private to my greater team, or choose to have my interactions with my customers as shared. For this case, I'm going to choose shared because I want my whole team to be connected with what's happening with the customers. Then it just has this label field that says, would you like to sync a specific label within your email provider, Or would you like to sync all emails from your labels within your email provider? For this case, I'm going to sync all emails. Then it's going to lead me to syncing past emails, pulling emails from the past that are already in my inbox. If you have a lot of customer information in your inbox, you might want to consider doing this. However, since I don't have any information right now, I'm going to go ahead and mark it for March 16th. In this Smart BCC tab, I can actually enter in this field any other email besides the Shoelicious Styles email that I would like to be automatically synced and added to customer conversation. Here's my blocked email addresses if there's anybody I do want to block. So this is how you set up your email account in here. And it's just such a great tool, and it'll make emails easier for you in the future. In this lesson, I'll be showing you how to manage team permissions within Pipedrive. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to this button in the upper right-hand corner and go down to this button called Manage Users. And this allows you to add or subtract users into this Pipedrive network that you've just created. So for our case, I'll show you how to add a user. It's as simple as putting in their email address and then clicking this preview button. Now it's going to take you to this page where it shows you how much access and power you want to give to this specific user. Now, don't freak out because you always have a chance to adjust and change this even after the invitation is sent and the user joins your system. However, you do want to take a look and just make sure that the permission set fits the role that you're inviting the person into. I've clicked the deals button and the full permission set information has come up. Now, account settings, I want to be very careful with this because this has my billing, security, and settings information in it. So this is giving all the power away if I were to give this to someone. So I'm not going to do that. And for my deals dashboard, I'm going to give them regular user permissions, and I'll also give them regular user permissions as a global regular user. What the global features means is all the features that are housed in Pipedrive outside of deals. This is a great way to give a new member of your team regular permission sets, and so this is what we're going to go with. If you would like to dig into the details of the different permission sets, you by all means can by digging in deeper within the permission sets tab and the visibility groups tab here in the Manage Users page. So now that I have all of this information in here correctly, I'm going to click the Invite User button, and it's going to send the invite to my team member. Now it's up to them to log into their email and accept the invite. Then they'll sign up. And at that point, they will be part of my Pipedrive team and have access to all the same information so that we can work cohesively together. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to upload new deals into Pipedrive via Excel spreadsheet. Now, this is very important because in order to put new deals into the system at a larger scale, using a spreadsheet will actually save you so much time versus manually entering them one by one. So as you can see, I have information in all of these different fields. Now I'm going to explain what they are and tell you what information to put in them. These first ones are pretty self-explanatory. The person's name is the first and last name of that person. Then the person first name is just their first name alone. Their last name is just their last name alone. The organization name is the name of the organization that the person works for. And the organization address is the location of that business, along with the phone number from that business and that person's specific email address goes in this field. Now, when we get to the deal owner field, you need to thoughtfully consider who to put in this field on your team. It assigns this lead to a person on your team. For our case, we're going to assign them all to Jeff Smith. Then in the deal title field, I actually am going to delete all this information because Pipedrive automatically populates this field for me when I import it. Now in deal currency, I'm just going to put the currency that I'm using, which in our case is US dollars. Then in the note content field, I'm just going to put a small note to help me know where to start with this lead. Now that I've finished all of this, I'll push the save button in the upper left-hand corner and then hop over to my Pipedrive. In order to find the place where I import my deals into Pipedrive, I click here in the bottom left corner on the More button, then I click the Import Data button. Now I have to choose, do I want to import from another software? Or for our case, I'll choose from a spreadsheet. Then in this right side, I click Upload File. I select the file that I want to upload. It then loads the file right here. Now that the file's loaded, it actually gives me a mapping of the fields that I had on my spreadsheet on the left-hand side and the fields that they will match up with in Pipedrive on the right-hand side. The thing that you need to do is make sure the left side matches the right side for your mapping. Keep in mind that you don't actually need to map the deal title field because Pipedrive will automatically do that for you. So now that I have everything lined up here, I can click Next. And then I have the option to merge data or create multiple records for duplicate data. I always do this because it helps me not to have two of the same customer. And it gives me a very brief preview below right here. Everything looks great. So now I'm going to click the Start Import button and it will import all of my leads in about 30 seconds here. And it's done. So we've had 40 items successfully added with no items skipped, which is great. The way that I check to see if the items have been imported correctly is I go back to my pipeline and I can see that they're all waiting here, imported and looking good in my system, ready to be converted by my team. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to sync your contacts from whichever system you're using to house them into your Pipedrive system. So the way that you get to the contact sync option is you click on this button in the upper right-hand corner called My Account. Then you click Personal Preferences. Then you click Contact Sync on the left-hand navigation. Now, one thing that you'll want to do before you click Add New Account is you actually want to pull up the program that all of your contacts are housed in a separate tab in your browser. Now I just click Add New Account and type in my email address. Pipedrive is asking for permission to connect with Google, which is the account that I house my contacts in. And so I'll click Continue, and I will allow them to access the account. Yes, it worked. shoelicioustyles@gmail.com was authorized. Now I want to select what group of contacts I would like to sync with this account. I can either choose all contacts or starred. For this case, I'll choose all contacts. This is an important selection. So you can either sync your contacts one way from Google to Pipedrive or do a two-way sync. If a contact is also added in Pipedrive, it will also add that contact within your Google account too. For this case, I'm going to do two-way. And then you want to select the visibility of your contacts to the greater group in Pipedrive. So you could choose all users, which would allow everybody to see all your contacts, or you can choose item owner, which would just allow you and other admins to see it. Then you'll have these other options which allow you to share them with specific groups. For my case, I don't want everybody to have access to all of my contacts, so I'll click the item owner and then click Start Syncing. Then I'll click Enable Sync Contact. Now it will pull up this page. As you can see, the contacts are loading into the sync right here. It will show you which program they're from and show you when they're updated. With the initial sync, you'll want to be patient and give it time to figure out how to sync between both programs. So as you can see, that the number is still growing in this left-hand column. That's how you connect your contacts in your system to make it work great. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to set up and use your pipeline. You can see here that we've started with 5 different stages. And basically what you do is you take your different deals and move them through the stages as you get closer to closing the deal. You can actually customize this top hand navigation to fit your specific industry. In order to do that, you click this edit button here in the upper right hand corner, and you can rename these fields right here. If I wanted to rename demo scheduled to catalogs sent, maybe this last and final is deal closed, I'll go ahead and customize it in that way. Now with the probability field right here, this is the chances that the deal will close. So at the beginning, it's going to be a lower probability, whereas in this section, it's going to be 100% probability. So for this, we'll start out at 10% probability. For the contact made, we'll set it to 20%. For catalog sent, it'll be at 40. If we're able to propose something to the customer, I feel like we could be at 60% that it will close. That's how you set your probability. And then below the probability, you'll see rotting in days. Turning this on actually allows you to show which deals haven't had any activity in them recently. And it's really powerful because it prevents you from having deals fall through the cracks. And basically what it's saying is, if this deal is stuck in the catalogs sent stage for more than 10 days, I want it to turn red. If it's in the proposals made stage for more than 15 days, I want it to turn red. And then the deal closed, I'm not going to put anything on for that because that's just simply when it closes. Now, if you look over here at this section, you can press this button to add a new stage. So your sales process could be as many stages as you want. It could be 3 stages, it could be 5, it could be 7, however many that you need, you can customize it in that way. So now that I have my stages set to what I want them to be, I'm going to save my changes, and voila, it's up here. It's showing each of the stages where they're at. The probability is actually making a calculation based on the value of my deals. And so as they go through the pipeline, it's going to project the amount of value that I have in the pipeline that I'm going to generate. Say I make a call to the shoe store, the definition of class. I talk with Chris, make contact with him. He's a little bit busy, so I'm going to call him back. Let me show you how to just take a quick note on this. So what I'm going to do is go to the Notes tab, just say spoke with Chris, wants me to call back on Tuesday. I have that note to kind of advance this deal, right here in the top hand navigation, I can advance the deal to contact made because I spoke with Chris. And then actually what I'll want to do is I can quickly add an activity for Tuesday to call Chris. It will go ahead and remind me to call Chris on March 26th, which is awesome. And it's all right here within your deals screen. You can click into any of these and get the information that you need to advance your pipeline and close more deals, which is why this tool is so powerful. I'm excited for this lesson because I'll be teaching you how to add leads into your pipeline using the different tools that are available to you in Pipedrive. I won't be going through step by step how to set the depth of each of these tools up, but I'll be able to do a run through summary so that you can decide what is going to be best for you and your company's needs. So with the live chat, this actually is a tool that you can configure and include your brand's colors and create your own live chat to be able to have live on your website. Once you finish it, it embeds straight into your website. It's a great way to engage with customers and get their information so that you can add them to the pipeline. The second lead booster tool is a chatbot, and this you can actually program during setup to schedule meetings for you and do simple automated tasks when customers engage with the chatbot itself. So it's really useful. It's kind of like multiplying yourself and having pieces of information available to engage people and draw people in. It's a tool that is housed in Pipedrive, so it integrates the leads generated straight into your leads inbox in Pipedrive and embeds straight into your website. Similarly, web forms actually can be created and embedded into your website also. You've probably filled these out before, and this is a great way to get people's name and email addresses. You create a PDF of information that the customer would want, and then you say, fill out this information in order for us to give you this, and then they get it when they clicked the download link. So great way to generate people coming to your site. And last but not least, there's the prospector tool. Now, this prospector tool is very powerful because it gives you access to 400 million different leads available throughout multiple different industries and all different countries. I'll hop into this a little bit because I think it's just really cool. And when you generate these prospects, they get added straight into your leads inbox. So say we want to find shoe store owners in a certain area of the US. I'm going to go ahead and search by job title, contains owner, and then I'm going to do my best to search for the right industry. For me, I know that shoe stores are in the retail industry, so I'm going to take a look at that. There actually might be some shoe stores in the sporting goods industry too. I'm going to add that in there too. So now I have two different industries that it will search from. Now I want to add the location by state of where these are located. So let's look in Alabama, Georgia, and then I'm also going to add the keyword shoe to narrow it down to just retailers or sporting goods stores that contain shoe in their keyword description. Then I click the search prospects button. I'm not going to click it because of the private information that it reveals on the other side, but on the other side, it generates very high quality prospects and gives you their phone number, their email address, and everything that you need to be able to reach them in an effective way. From these 4 different places, you'll have leads streaming into your leads inbox. And it's actually really great because from your leads inbox, with the click of a button, you can convert a lead into a deal and have it be in your pipeline on the first stage. There we go. Harold Smith is right there now. So that is how you use the lead generation inbox and the different tools, which are very powerful. And I think you're going to find a lot of value in them. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to create activities and use your meeting scheduler feature in Pipedrive. So as you can see, we're here in the activities dashboard within Pipedrive. Here I can see everything that I need to do in the past, stuff that I've missed, today, and in the future. Now I'll click this button, the activity button in the left-hand corner, to create a new activity. And say I want to order catalogs, but I don't have time to do it right now. So I'll make sure to do this on the 25th at 8 p.m. I'll project it to take about 30 minutes. Now I have this information where I can assign this task to. For this case, I have it assigned to myself, but if you're a boss, you can actually create tasks and assign them very easily to your team, which is awesome. And then I have the deal that I want to associate with this activity. So this tells me who to order the catalogs for. And once all of this information is filled out, I can click save and it will automatically appear within my meetings tools. Now, hopping into the meeting scheduler, this is a very useful tool for actually scheduling different meetings and engaging people outside your network to meetings that you're setting up. For this case, we're in the shoe business, so I want to set up a 30-minute meeting where I'm able to show the line of shoes to different customers. So I'm going to set it for 30 minutes. I'll have it be active with no end date, so it'll be available from here until forever. Then I want to add different time frames that I have available. Say I want to adjust this 30 minutes. That looks pretty good. I can adjust these time frames to be whatever I want. Now on the bottom, don't miss this buffer and settings page because this really helps you to be able to have buffer time before the event, buffer time after the event, and then choose your interval that you're wanting people to schedule the meetings. So they could be every 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour. For our case, I'll just click 30 minutes there. Make sure to give yourself enough notice to get set up for the meeting. In this case, I'm going to push it out to 1 day so that customers won't be able to set same day meetings with me, and I'll be able to be super prepared for it. I'll set the future that they can book out as 6 months into the future. Now in the meeting details section, I'm going to want to add an engaging name to draw people in and also a location. This could be an integrated video call if you would like. Then I want to have an engaging description that gives the person vision for what we'll be doing in the meeting. Obviously, I want to have my company be the company name visible to the invitee. And then right here, it asks for the invitee to fill out certain criteria to book the meeting. And if you want, you can require them to fill out their phone number. Then on this side, it gives you the ability to create a note and attach it to the meeting with anything that you might need to remember, or maybe even an encouraging word for yourself as you get ready for this. So now I'm all ready to go. Click continue. Now it shows me the link and the code that I can use to either embed this in the website or embed this link into different places where I'll push it out to the public. Now that I've finished that, I'm ready to click this enable button to make this meeting live and share it with the general public. When people start scheduling meetings, they'll actually start pouring in right here. And so that's just a great tool to engage with customers at a new level. In this lesson, I'll be walking you through your different outbound email options within Pipedrive. Outbound emails are just such a key to generating sales and growing your business that you want to thoughtfully select the right outbound email solution for you. The first one that I'm going to go over for you price conscious people is the free outbound email tool within Pipedrive. It's very similar to other email tools. You can find it in the left-hand navigation. It is your sales inbox. Here is just an example email that illustrates really well the different features to this free tool. So if I was going to send an email to multiple sales customers, I would actually use this BCC field right here and type the different customers' names into that. The advantage of this is it allows me to not show all of the information to my other customers about the customers that I'm sending the email to. It's really nice because Ned won't get Francesca's email and Francesca won't get Ned's email. Basically, in this email, you can also see that I'm using a chosen template from this button right here, and I can choose any of these or even create my own email template for the most common emails that I'm sending. Now, within Pipedrive, they make this really easy because it now customizes not only my name at the bottom based on the fact that I'm sending this email, but it also customizes the first name of the person that you're sending the email to based on the names up here. So it's a really awesome tool in that way. And basically you can just fill in these different boxes. The other nice tool is that you can actually track the opening of this email by clicking this I button on the bottom. Also, you can track any link opening that happens in the email. If a certain link was embedded in this email that I've written, I turn this button on and it will be tracked who clicks on that link, which gives you valuable insights into what's happening with your customers. So now that you have something like this ready, you can click send and use this as your free tool. However, if you're like me, you want an even better tool to send larger scale email campaigns to your customers. Pipedrive has a campaigns tool that you can find in the left-hand navigation. You can get started for free, but when you reach 1,000 subscribers, you begin to pay for this tool. And as you increase your subscribers, it gets a little steep with the price. The advantage to this tool is actually that it integrates with your Pipedrive pipeline better than any other tool because it's made by Pipedrive itself. You might want to consider buying this if you're going to send a lot of your emails and go all in with Pipedrive. The other option that you have is you can go to the marketplace and choose an integration. Most all of the major email providers have an integration. Say you already have a MailChimp account. You can simply authorize an integration that automatically syncs your information from Pipedrive into MailChimp and converts information to it. The one disadvantage is it doesn't talk as well with Pipedrive as the native email marketing app. However, it's an email marketing software created by email marketers. That's all they do. And you get extensive analytics. You get an easy to use email creation system. There's just a little bit of things within MailChimp that you might look look at and be like, oh man, I want that. But it's just based on your needs. These are the things that you need to think about when thinking about what you want to use to send outbound emails to customers. I hope this was helpful. Go ahead and take this information and choose whichever of these options work best for you. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to sync your calendar within Pipedrive to the calendar that you have in another system in your computer. For our case, it will be Google Calendar. In order to find this function, you actually go to the main button in the upper right-hand corner, and then you click the Personal Preferences button. In the left-hand navigation, there's going to be a button that says Calendar Sync. Go ahead and click on that, and then you have these options for adding a new account to your calendar sync. For my case, I'm actually reconnecting an account that I've put in here before, but adding a new account is exactly the same also. When you click the button, you'll see this Setup Calendar Sync window come up. Then you'll make a decision, do I want a two-way sync between Google Calendar and Pipedrive or a one-way sync? Now, one-way sends directly to Google Calendar, but not back to Pipedrive. Two-way sends both ways. For our case, I'm going to select one-way. Then I can choose if I want private events to be seen as private in both systems or to be seen as public. For my case, I'm going to keep them private. I'm going to select what activities in Pipedrive do I want pushed to my Google Calendar. If I'm writing an email to somebody or doing a smaller task, I'm actually going to choose not to push these activities. However, some of these deadlines and activities that take more time, I am going to choose to push just to stay organized in that way. The last setting you must choose is to not include deal information within your event or to include deal information in your event. For our case, I'm going to not include it and click Start Syncing. Now that I can see this green check mark, I know that my calendar is being synced to my Gmail account. I can test this actually by creating a new activity. So say I want to call Chris tomorrow, not at 10:30 p.m. Let's say I want to call him from 2 to 2:30 p.m. and I don't want that to be today. I want it to be tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and save this event. The moment that I save it, it actually pushes the sync to my Google Calendar. And now I can see that the event is right here in the calendar. This is just such a great tool for you to be able to be organized and know what times you have free and what times you have occupied throughout your day. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to connect your Slack account with your Pipedrive account. Now, Slack is actually the most popular integration tool with Pipedrive because it's great for connecting your team and increasing communication within your sales team. I click on this My Account button on the right-hand side. Then I click on the Tools and Apps button. Then I go over on the left-hand side and click the Slack button. The integration has so many great different features that I'm about to show you. But the first thing that you want to do is click Install Now in the upper right-hand corner. It's going to tell you, hey, Slack is going to access this information within Pipedrive. So we want to allow that and install the integration. It just says permission to contact a certain channel within your Slack as your general channel connection within Pipedrive. So I'm going to choose my announcements channel for that and then click Advance. Now there's a couple more settings that can really help to bring your team together. Whenever a deal is added, you can actually create a Slack conversation with your whole sales team so that everybody's on the same page. The other great thing is when a deal is won, you can create another channel within Slack to celebrate the person who's closed the deal. This is just a great setting to have also. I'm going to put these both on, and you can see how powerful this one is because I'll click this test button and show you what the test looks like in Slack. So you can imagine the whole sales team is seeing this as you've won this deal, and now everybody can be on the same page and celebrate you with a reaction such as celebration hands or something like this. This really just builds morale when you know that other people are with you and seeing the things that you're doing. On this bottom box, I can select specific messages to be sent just to me when certain actions happen. And for my case, I've selected for me to get a message when a deal is assigned to a different user or expected close date is changed on a deal. Once I have these all set, Slack is actually set up. It's that easy. And now my team is more connected than ever communication-wise. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to use your Insights tab within Pipedrive. You can find your Insights tab by going to the left-hand navigation and clicking the Insights button right here. The first thing that you'll notice when you look at your Insights tab is just how thoughtfully the standard Insights reports have been assembled already. I have most everything that I need right here to start out with, including leads information, deal conversion information, revenue information. I can even see the activities of me and my team right here. What you start out with is amazing. Now, say you have one of these reports that isn't pertinent to your job or what you want to look at. You can always click this button right here in the upper right-hand corner of each report and slide it down to this Remove from Dashboard feature. I won't do that with this report because I really like it and I really think it's pertinent to what I'm doing. If you have a report that you would like to put, say, in a more prominent place on your page, you can click and drag it and move it either up or down. Pipedrive does have a great standard amount of reports that they have within Insights already, but if you find yourself needing another report and even more information, you can simply click this Add Report button on the left-hand side and then choose between all of the different functions within Pipedrive to add a report from. In our case, I want to see more about how my emails are performing. So I'm going to click Email Performance, Continue, and that report will actually be added to my dashboard. I need to save this report here and select it to be part of my dashboard and click Save. Now this email report is a part of that dashboard that you saw at the beginning, and I can move it to any place that I want and stay up to date on the emails that I've been sending, whether or not they've been received or replied to. Very good tool there. This is just one of many tools in the reports and one of many things that you can use to just keep track of everything that's happening. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to create automations within your Pipedrive account. Now, in order to find automations, you click this More button on the bottom of the left-hand navigation and click this Automations button. These are beautiful functions within your Pipedrive account because they automate everyday tasks and save you time and energy towards your sales goals. And as you can see here, they have all these different suggestions for workflows that you can simply automate within your Pipedrive. Now, I'll show you how to create a specific automation that's very useful. In the course of your sales process, it's really easy for you or teammates to lose track of deals. So this automation helps us to avoid rotting deals. What we'll do is select an activity and an email to be created after a certain amount of time that a deal hasn't been touched. So let's do that and then click next. The first thing that it asks for is a specific stage within your pipeline that you want this automation to be triggered at. And for us, I'm going to select catalog sent because say my team is struggling to follow up after catalogs are being sent to the customer. I want to select the amount of time that I would like to have pass before this automation gets triggered. So I don't want to give them just 1 hour to work through things, but I'll give them a whole week and skip weekends. Then I want to create the activity that I want to be created in the system after a week of no activity with a deal in this stage of my pipeline. I'll choose the subject. For this case, I'll just have the deal name and the contact person name as the activity subject. Then I want to select what type of activity I would like this person on my team to take. For this case, I want them to call. I want to set the due date within 1 day. If it's been 7 days, I want them to at least reach out within 24 hours of the deal being missed. Then I want to select and choose the email information for this follow-up email. Who do I want it to go to? In this case, I want it to go to the deal contact person, which is the customer at the end of the day. Then I can select out of my email templates which one I want this email to be. I'll choose the materials after contact email. And then if I want, I can track opening and different link opening activities in the email, then hit save. And here you go. Here is your whole automated sequence that's going to help you and your team be more on track. You can even select this selection, which triggers this automation for any user in your Pipedrive. Then you simply click save. This automation is saved now. And when you're ready to begin the automation, you can click active and it will start working on your behalf. So now you can see how powerful automations are and how much they save you time. So it's definitely worth jumping in here and creating these for your team. Congratulations on finishing the Getting Started with Pipedrive 2024 full tutorial. Thank you so much for joining this tutorial, taking the time to learn specifically how to use this tool well. I'm confident that you're coming away from this class with the tools that you need to create an amazing, effective sales infrastructure within your company and more productivity in the future. So I'm just excited to see how that plays out for you.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Sez IT.